What's going on? Scarface in the building. It's been a minute since I made a video. Anytime I get a topic or anytime I feel like I have the time, I could just come and record a video. But this topic is basically, and I want to preface actually, I want to start by saying that I don't get my information from other people. I don't get my information and just regurgitating from what I've heard or what I've seen or what I've read. I don't just, you start to get true wisdom when you start to get your knowledge from source, from when it's not from a book or when it's not from you heard it here or you read it here. It's through lived experience, or it's through, it just comes to you. And that's what I mean by source. Or you can say God provides it to me. And so this topic, I don't think has been spoken about anywhere else. I don't know I don't listen to other people for the most part. I don't need to, unless I'm trying to learn a skill, or I'm trying to do something in pursuit of X. So certainly not on this topic, I don't have a need. And I have written a book on SEMEN retention. Once I'm reminded, I can drop a link to that. But yeah, it's one of those ones. It's just like this channel. I don't advertise this channel. It's like if you find the book, you find the book. The people who read the book are the people that are meant to read the book. But for the most part, everything is on this. Not everything, because this topic I don't think is in my books just yet. But like, I'm still learning new things. So yeah, apologies for the ramble. But yeah, basically there is a circumstance where it's okay to release, and I have known this for a long time, and it's something that I've practiced. Because here's an example. Like, let's say you are a drinker, you're a smoker, and you participate in drugs, you participate in this, you're watching porn all the time, and let's say you're not releasing your body, you're watching porn. That affects the quality of your sperm. And let's say you're eating junk, anything that could potentially affect the quality of your sperm in terms of what you put into your vessel. And anything that could affect the spiritual quality of your sperm in terms of what you put into your mind, then it's the way I would see a release as beneficial in a term, in the sense of you are releasing or removing inefficiencies from within. Because I have a video on here, I think it's still one of my best videos. I remember writing it in the book I wrote. Is creating a powerful child. In order to create the most powerful child, you need to have the best quality of seed. And you're seeing people, because I have seen this on social media apps, which I don't use very much of, but I have seen it like, hey, we're preparing for a baby. This is what we're doing 3 months before. And this is the video I made is years old now. And it talks about it from a spiritual perspective. So for example, if let's say I'm on a 30-day streak, I have 30 days without ejaculating, but I've been watching porn and I've been entertaining negative thoughts and I've been watching anime, and anime has a lot of sexual innuendos and things like that, and I've been on Instagram and lusting, getting hard, almost doing it and never quite edging, as they call it. Yeah, that's weak seed from a spiritual perspective. It's not strict, and that's exactly what I mean. In the same sense that if I'm smoking, I'm drinking, I'm basically seeing my semen as polluted with those inefficiencies that I wouldn't want to pass onto my offspring. So in that kind of instance, like if I felt, so it's like, when you release, you should be happy. Like, that was weak seed, and you have to make the intention or set the intention. I am going to cultivate stronger seed. Like, you should be walking around with the strongest possible seed within your vessel at all times. If it's compromised, whether due to a weak action, and the weak action is ambiguous. It could be a weak action. Maybe you just performed weak actions with your eating habits. Maybe you performed weak actions in the workplace with your partner, whatnot. I personally would want to release that seed. So yeah, I hope I've tried my best to explain it well. I'm not sure whether I put this in a book, but it potentially could be there. If I ever do, yeah, there's only so much you can talk about semen retention. But yeah, that's the topic of the video. So in some circumstances, it is perfectly okay to release. Even if like, hey, I haven't released in a week, I'm on a 30-day streak, but it's a weak seed that you are harboring inside of you. And this knowledge kind of comes from, it's like sometimes in order to get stronger, you have to be weak. So, and this is why I love fasting. I still maintain fasting. Right now I'm considering even extending my fast days from rather than just Monday to Monday and Thursday, because that is sunnah. I am considering it, but right now I still do fast on Mondays. So, and fasting is like you're fasting, you get weak to reap benefits and rewards stronger, and you become stronger afterwards. So sometimes in order to get stronger, you have to experience that weakness first. I don't know if that's the way I want to put it, but yeah, English is not my first language. It's hard for me. And right now, I speak 3 languages. So, and I don't typically speak in English unless I'm talking with some American clients, or I'm recording one of these videos, which is not as much as I speak other languages. So yeah, that's the video. I hope, like, my goal is just to open your perspective to see things in a different way. And this is not a call to, hey, I could just release now. It's to be done mindfully, because a release is still detrimental in a sense that you're losing energy, but like you're letting go of something that was no longer serving you and no longer good for you. If you're entering it with that mindset, again, you shouldn't want to waste your seed. And another thing, it's not necessarily relevant to this video, but in general, because I did write this in my journal this morning, your seed should never be seen. From a spiritual perspective, the seed should never be seen. Like you see these guys, oh, I had sex and I come on her back and I come on here. Like you shouldn't expose, it's like you're exposing your energy, you're exposing your essence. And there are unseen forces that we cannot see around us. This is why it's important to stay prayerful, whether that's through a religion, whether that's through spirituality, whatever your method is. But you should never expose it. So it should always be inserted into a container. So ideally, if you're gonna beat your meat, sealing it into a sock, and then like you should never allow it into a sock or container. But what I mean from the most natural perspective, it should be going into a woman's mouth or her vagina. And there are benefits to spreading it across their face as well, but that should be done with a strict schedule. But obviously you're exposing it in that instance, but obviously if you're trying to help your wife, I would recommend doing that for your wife. Any other thing, oh, I bust on her back, I came all over her legs, you're wasting it. Came on the sheets, you're just exposing yourself, your seed is there. Like, don't do that. I'm finding it hard to explain the reasoning for that, but I will know this is a spiritual thing. But yeah, that's the video, let's go, let's get it. Struma.